There we go. Okay. There we go. Hello. Give me a sec. I'm just setting things up. It's been a while since I've streamed Morimens, right? It's been a while since I streamed Morimens. I've been busy with like other games, yeah, I've been busy with like other games, especially the events that's been coming out for those games. And plus, I've also played some games that weren't gacha related, because I have a PC. I have a new PC, so I can like play the. And also, by the way, I have a mouse cursor now. That's right. I can play this on my PC. I'm playing this on my PC now. Looks great, honestly. So give me a sec while I hold on a minute. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Is this thing where is it? Is it not? Wait a second. No, it's working now. Okay. I thought my stream wasn't working. There we go. Nope, it's working fine. Alright. Let me just like send this out. Just gotta send something out. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, so first things first, there's a new character out. I kind of want to get her, right? Because she's a Quar. Yeah, this character, she's a Quar. So I do want to try her out. So let me see here. Alright. Oh, let me like volume down the game a little bit. 1 minute. Let me just also the music went mute because I clicked off the game. There we go. There we go. That should be better. Oh, we got some. Fuck, Celeste! Ah, why, Celeste? I got enough of you already. I mean, like, it's fine, I guess, because I got, like, more pull, though. I do want the card, so I hope it doesn't take too long. Fucking hey, yo, Celeste. You like leave me alone? I'm guaranteed now, so. Here she is. There she is. Oh, she's an assault. Okay. Well, I got like got like 60 pulls. Okay. not 60. Oh wait, what am I saying right? Oh. That's memory spiral. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I got 25. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna go all in. We're gonna get. No, no. There it is. Nice, not bad. Okay, well I got that one way faster than getting the character, but oh well, oh well. Okay, let me take a look at the Awakener. Let me see the new character. Alright. I'm gonna lie, like looking at a bigger screen than looking at my phone is so much better. Not gonna lie, so. Because usually, right, I hook up my phone to my old computer, and then I use the program that'll allow me to show what's on the screen on my phone onto my computer, my old computer, and it is pretty much like one-to-one movement. So because it's like plugged in via USB. So yeah, now I don't have to like look at a smaller screen when I'm like doing things. Because I have to like look down, and then I like do all the movements and stuff. So yeah, it feels so much better using a bigger screen. Oh, let me like volume it down. I don't know. I think it might be a little too loud. There you go. Still a little too loud. There you go. That's fine. Wait, what's the... let me see. Endless Tide. Usually deals fixed damage equal to 0.5%. Target's max HP. Realm Mastery plus 50 after using the spell Vortex Cannon. For each point of Realm Mastery that Vortex, her was and Covenants have. Vortex Shell deals extra fixed damage equal to... Ooh. Should I use her... can she work on G Murphy's team? Lightless Bottom. Wait, can she work on G Murphy's team? I have to try that out. Because I'm not entirely sure. I have to go see if she can work on G Murphy's team. How is it still so loud? Well, it's loud in my ear. I'm not sure how it sounds on stream, right? Well, I guess I could like take a listen to it. Hold on. Yeah, this character like sounds so loud. Let me like volume it down further. Jesus. Hopefully, let me see how it sounds now. Okay, sounds reasonable right now. Okay, I think it doesn't sound that bad right now. Honestly, it feels great to be back playing this game again, or streaming this game again. Right? I've been trying to log in like as much as I can, right? Also, I have not been using my my potion, my staminas, right? I've been like going in and just doing my dailies, pretty much. So. I'll just like grab a bunch of these. There we go, nice. Okay, now let me see here. Nice. Okay. Now, this one is interesting. I kind of maybe, kind of want a dupe of that to just get this one. This sounds pretty good. Oh, this one does pretty good too. Deals 3 times damage to the enemy with the highest HP instead of 2 times for every 20 elements spent. Other Awakeners gain 1. Yeah, that looks really good. Maybe we should like invest, I have like one of these, right? Hold on. Inventory. Yeah, I have like one of these, not there. This one, right? Yeah, maybe I'll like invest in this inner, right? Yeah. I guess why not, I guess. Her first dupe sounds pretty good. All right, yeah, let's do it. Or it is, there you go. Yeah, our first dupe sounds pretty good, so we're gonna shard her. Where did she go? She's somewhere here. Bro, dude, Celeste like just like showed up like twice. No, not this one. It was Enlightenment. Yep. This one. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Alright, talents. I don't really like build that stuff often. Okay, let me see here. We got. Ooh. Should we? Yeah, 3 is good enough. We could do. We'll do 3 for all of these. Actually, maybe 4. Wait, was it dispel burn from all darts in hand? Deal damage equal to 600% tentacle damage bonus to all enemies, dealing 2 times damage to the enemy with the highest HP. Sacrifice up to 3 extra permanent tentacles, each increasing this exalt's crit damage by 50%. Gain 62% realm mastery. Ooh. What about this? What does this do? Oh right, can't zoom. Oh, long press. Ooh, there it is. Long press, yes. Vortis gains 25 elements, rouse, draw 1, reload after Vortis unleashes pursued her next exalt, gains an additional 100% tentacle damage. Oh. What the fuck does reload do? I don't know. It doesn't really tell me what it does. Or unless this is what reload does. Okay, what? Oh wait, no, this is what reload does. Gain 1 stack of vortex reload, usable 3. But after other awakeners unleash exalt, consume 1 stack of vortex, unleashes a vortex shell as a pursuit. Oh. She looks like a fun character, honestly. Yeah, I want to try how she works with G Murphy team. I kind of want to keep Corpo though. I guess I could do, but I don't want to remove, I don't want to lose, G-Doll though. Well, maybe we could do 5 actually. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but sure, yeah. Insufficient materials for what? What are you talking about? This stuff? Oh. I have a bunch of these. There we go. Special materials because I don't have any more. I can't get any more of these. There we go. So yeah, 4, 5, 5. These are 3s. I guess that's fine. We leave those. Ooh. Wait, what does this do? Ooh, ooh, next Vortice Exalt. Crit rate. Ah, Aftershock, other wingers gain 5. Oh, neat. Vortex Shell. Deal. Ooh, targets max 56 damage to the enemy with the highest HP technical damage plus 2. Oh. Well, it takes effect the first time it is used. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll learn how she works as we go. So yeah, let me take a look. Hold on. Ooh, preview. I don't have any more of these. I gotta run the effect zone. Okay, so let me see what we got. Oh yeah, Celeste. Enlighten. Celeste is stacked right now. Let me think. Yeah, let me take a look at the lineup. Yeah, this is what I'm rolling, right? I really don't want to lose Tulu. I want to put, maybe I can do this. Instead of Corpo, we put her. But then I'd lose the shuffling, right? Ooh, hold on. So, do I need like Realm Mastery on her? Let me see. I need like Realm Mastery. Crit damage, Realm Mastery. I think I need Realm Mastery, right? Like I lose the ability to shuffle my cards. We should get Realm Mastery for this one too. Maybe I'll use this one. Okay. As for this, do I need like crit or Realm Mastery? Let me see what this one is. Damage amp, or maybe damage amp. Do I need damage? It looks like that she does a lot of damage, so maybe we should like build damage amp. I think she does a decent amount of crit, I think, right? Oh, I don't have enough of these ones. Maybe we should build this returnal line. Let me see here. Oh, wait, what's April Tribute? Hold on, there is a bot in my chat. There we go. Yeah, I got Returnal line. Let me see. Could freaking find it. Paradox. Oh, there it is. Returnal line. There it is. Confirm. Okay, let me see what we got. So yeah, maybe we should like build crit on some of these. Maybe this. Now for this, I should get a realm mastery. Oh, this one looks great, actually. That one. For this one, I should get damage amp. Damage amp. Here. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, there's one here. Key flare. This one here. Ooh. Realm mastery. There's also okay, how about this one? Crit damage. Nah. How about? I think that's the last one. I guess we'll take this one. I guess this one seems good. Replace. How about? Yeah, I think more realm mastery with crit damage substats. Crit rate. Ooh. This one, okay. Damage amp. This one would work. And for this one, realm mastery again. Damage amp. Ooh. This one's not bad. Or I could go for damage. Ooh, this one looks great, actually. Maybe I'll go for this one. We got a lot of realm mastery, I think, so. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Now we save the plan. As I don't know what my numbering system is. I'll go with, hold on a sec. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're on 11. Okay. There we go. Oh, wait, we have one. Oh. I think it's fine if we have 2. Nope, fuck. Damn it. Okay. Damn, this is not a bad one. Damn it. Do I need a separate one, I guess? Damn it. Okay, hold on. We gotta look for more. Dang it, I don't have any more, Hold on, let me think. I know I'm taking like way too long. But let me see. Yeah, we can't use Returnal line apparently, so. April tribute, crit damage. Maybe this. Hey Shadow. What's up? Why are you throwing shit at me, man? Why the fuck did you throw a bunch of shit at me? How long have you been saving that, man? Hmm. Hmm. Nope. Paradox, what are you? Key flare, what are you? Right. How about you? Dream of medicine. Damage amp. Oh, this maybe. Okay, I'll keep, oh, wait, I have, oh. There are more here that I haven't unlocked. Oh. Cocoon of Maiden. Ooh, okay, how about this one? Separatist, okay. I can't get any of these ones. Sigil, this one. Helmus, okay. E-Jewels, Cursed Rabbit. Ah, no, I don't think that was a good use for that. Maybe we should just build damage amp. Hold on. E-Flare. Yeah, maybe I'll just get damage amp, I guess, instead. Damage amp, nah, not this one. Organic form, let me check if this one is realm, this one is, where is it? No, not that one. Key flare for damage. Damn, okay. Is there not a good I need a decent one, right? Let me think. This is only building her crit is an option. Okay, tell you what, we'll do. I'm not entirely sure what to build on her. Okay, tell you what, we're gonna do this one then. We're gonna do this one. There, okay, good enough. This one. Okay, take that. We need realm mastery for this one. Okay, this one, I guess. Damage amp for this one. This one. This one will be realm mastery. Place, yeah, that's good enough. And damage amp for this one. This one's not bad. Okay, take that. How about, yeah, more damage amp or realm mastery? Ooh, this one's good. Okay. That's good enough. That is good enough. Okay. Let's save this plan as number 12. There we go. Now then. What's the recommended? Oh, okay. Hold on, wait. What's the recommended? That's the recommended? Nah, no. Okay. How about... Okay. Max level. Ooh, okay. Next. Okay, next. Okay, what do I need to reroll? Maybe get rid of the key flare one, I guess. Let's enhance, transcript. Keep these two. Nope. These two, and then transcribe. Oh shit, I double clap. Damn it. Whatever. That's not bad. Yeah, replace. Let's see if there's anything better. Ooh, no. No. No, okay. We got it. Okay, that's fine. So she has details. Realm mastery 155.5. Nice. Okay. I guess we could try this out. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's try her out. We're gonna do. Alright, I still have this stuff to do. Oh will. Let me just grab all this stuff. Ooh. Finally. Okay, wow, that took us 30 minutes to do. Jeez, man, I really overthink that. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna go. We're gonna do a psych deep dive. Who did we do before? We did Agrippa, right? I guess we're on this one, right? Orita? Yeah. All right. We're doing Orita. Silent Day, Part 1. Under a heavy blow, liquid was forced out of the airway, and the salty seawater unexpectedly surged up from the throat, performing a lively can-can dance on the tongue. Wow, you've had so much water. The scent of seawater and blood fills your overly soaked nostrils with a violent cough. Even coarse sand is expelled from deep within. Is this me? Slowly opening your eyes, you see an unfamiliar ceiling. Old tidy, but devoid of character. Only a water-filled glass tank makes it feel less like an ordinary hotel room. What are you looking at? The homes of Arita's friends. Oh no, the water inside is not drinkable. You've already had so much of it. I nearly drowned. It wasn't just from drinking water. Facing the girl's puffed up, innocent expression, you feel a sharp pain in your lungs. After taking several deep breaths, a reason finally fills your mind again. With will and memory resonating, you finally realize that once again you had entered the Awakener's memory. Drowning. Arita is an excellent swimmer. Become friends with Arita and you'll never drown again. Arita bustled around the bed, making a fuss as she struggled to light the room stove. As the girl coughed from the ash, the room gradually warmed up. Damp clothes emitted wisps of steam, and her frozen limbs began to thaw. Rita, you're Orita, so this is your home. This is Orita's home, and you're a guest Orita invited from the sea. Fragments of bodily memory surface from, and you gradually come to understand the role you play in this dream. In the storm, a crew member fell overboard and was kindly carried ashore by the waves. Eventually, the girl in front of him dragged him home. Such an ordinary identity, you've gradually grown accustomed to the surreal experience of entering dreams. Generally, as long as you've witnessed the memories that form this dream, you'll wake up at the right moment. The current problem is that you cannot confirm Orita's memory. Orita's memory is a mystery. The disillusion has devoured her past before she was awoken, making it difficult to find enough details from her childlike words to piece together the full picture. Now might be the perfect time to fill in the gaps in Orita's records. What's the matter? Why haven't you said anything for so long? If you don't want to play with Orita, I can send you away. Are you leaving so soon? Seeing the guest off. You mean you're going to play with Orita? What? What? How does that translate to anything to what we're talking about now? Great. New guests, new friends. Join Orita's new partners in the aquarium. Aquarium? Could it be that you're referring to that glass tank? That's Orita preparing for their new home. The girl waved excitedly, and you finally took a close look at the glass tank filled with water by the window. It features exquisite castle scenery. But the ripples stirred by the cycle of life are nowhere to be found. It appears to be nothing more than a sunken fairy tale. It is only then that you realize it's too quiet. The sound of insects chirping, the wind blowing, yada yada yada. I've forgotten that it goes by so quickly when it shows the text on screen up here. The world is dead silent. Only Orita, the master of dreams, is alive. Orita, does she live here alone? Alone? Nope. Weather, Snow White, Pony, all of Orita's friends are in town, plus Granny. Orita's Granny also lives here. Alright, Granny. Granny said that if Orita makes a new friend, she must introduce them too. Mentioning Grandma, Orita's eyes light up. She jumps back to the bedside, trying to pull you up, but suddenly freezes, as if remembering something. You want more water? It's drowning. I'd like to meet Orita's family too. Can Orita take me to see her grandmother? Oh yeah, this is one of the old stories, right? So it isn't translated, I think, properly. All the newest ones are mostly translated correctly, right? So I'd like to meet Orita's family too. Can Orita take me to see her grandmother? Grandma should be at the central square. Orita skipped downstairs, and you, no longer hesitating, patted your cheeks to hopefully wake yourself. It's starting to rain outside. Orita's voice comes from outside. Her crisp and lively tone is less distinct through the window door. Through the wooden door. You take a deep breath, push the door open, and leave the small building where Orita lives. Oh wow. The house tilted as it was devoured by the ground, with fine black mist flowing from both distant mountains and nearby floating streams. Before your eyes lies a town engulfed by disillusion. Orita enjoys a light drizzle. It's cool and refreshing. But let's find you an umbrella anyway. All is silent, shrouded in darkness. In the chaos, only Orita's figure remained vivid. And compendium. Okay, we get to try out Vortis. I want to see if she can fit here. Orita hummed a cheerful tune, walking beside you on the streets being dissolved. The dark, unlit windows show that this place has long been deserted. On both sides of the silent street, only the outlines of ruined houses remain. What about the residents? Did they leave their homes before the phenomenon outbreak? Did they find new places to live, or... Viscous black liquid silently flows at your feet. You take a deep breath, suppressing the nausea that almost leaps out of your throat. Or have they never left their beloved home? A hum of deep thought pulls you from your worries. Orita looked you over and finally asked, puzzled, "Why are you walking so unsteadily? Did you hurt your leg?" Look back at the path you had taken to avoid the slime spreading across the ground. Your footprints formed a strange arc in the mud. Or should Orita carry you? No, no need. I just thought this path would be more fun. Don't you think so, Orita? Like playing hopscotch. Yes, like playing hopscotch. Orita, let's play shadow tag. I'll walk ahead and you follow my footprints. How does that sound? It's not impossible. You go first and Orita will show you the way. Orita obediently stepped back a couple of paces to make way for you, nearly stepping into the D-slime while hopping. You tugged her sharply, but she blinked, still smiling blissfully as the game began. Choo-choo, the train departs Central Plaza to the left. Alright. Okay, let me see here. Ooh. Nice, okay, do this. Yeah, go to battle. That's Werther. Who? The girl gives your back a strong pat, and at her gesture, you look towards the boy sitting at the street corner. Rita excitedly ran to him, revealing a dark stain on her back, but before you could get a clear look, she zipped past like the wind. Wit, take a look at our new friend. The boy curled up in the corner, head down, and showed no response to Rita's approach. He's taller than everyone. When we return to the Ocean Palace, let's have him lead the way, surely very imposing. Ocean Palace. Granny said that Orita is a child of the sea, and that one day we must return to the water. Like Orita's parents, they have gone ahead to prepare their new home underwater. Once everything is ready, Orita will reunite with them along with her grandma. When Orita returns, we'll definitely take everyone to visit. Before you could ponder the settled chill in Orita's words, Orita's friend suddenly moved. Blank tower. The boy staggered to his feet, black liquid oozing from him. D-slime glued him to the ground, and the sound of tearing flesh was horrifying. As he stood up. Sure, Werther. Don't worry, I'll definitely reserve the most luxurious room for you. Beneath that pale skin, the muscle pulls strangely as if something is about to break through. Orita, be careful. Does Orita not realize that the whole place is, the whole place is like coming apart? Ooh. It's awesome that I get to play on a big screen instead of using my phone to play. Let me see. We got charge. Wait, how much? Oh my god, wait. How much does she need to exalt? Hold on. 200. I need 200. Wow, okay. We'll use this, I guess. Do this. So we'll do charge. 70, yep. There's him. There we go. Do waltz. There you go, extra shield. And that is good. We can do this. Booster attacks. There you go. Oh wait, without Corpo, I just realized, without Corpo, I won't have access to her one cost command card. Oh right. That is, So yeah, gaining tentacles, right? What are ways I can gain tentacles? I think Tulu can give me one. I cannot remember. I know that he has a card that can give me one. Or is it from? Oh yeah, it's from this one, I think. I got Exalt. There we go. Blank tower, blank. The mutated body fell stiffly like over-tanned leather, merging with the D-slime on the ground and eventually disappearing from sight. Oh, what about Werther? How did he disappear so quickly? Orita clearly wasn't playing hide and seek. On the ground where Werther once sat, a small ceramic newsboy lies. Rita, Werther has left you a gift. No way, wow, it's the ornament promised to Orita. Orita wants to put it in her friends' homes. Thank you, thank you. Oh, what was his name again? Rita, don't forget we're going to the central square to find your grandma. Right, let's go this way. Rita quickly left the runaway buddy behind and pushed you toward the destination. You step around a pool of slime that was once Werther, feeling a mix of emotions. Living in a town consumed by disillusion, yet unable to see or feel its presence. Her world is dying, yet she remains completely oblivious. Let me see here. Rouse and Awake Runner. Yeah, sure. Hmm. I'm kind of curious what will happen if I use this, right? Let's see. Spell burn from all cards in hand. Oh, gotta see. Yeah, she's pretty strong, not gonna lie. What time is it? Oh, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go feed my cats their lunch. So give me a few minutes. I'm back. Sorry, it took a while. Where were we? That's Snow White. It's Snow White. Rita slipped away again, rushing towards something lying in the D-slime. A black puppy. Snow White. We're gonna beat the shit out of the dog. Alright. Let's do, here we go. Oh wow. Snow White lets out a low whimper, its limbs gradually dissolving to D-slime, no longer retaining its canine form. Where Snow White vanished, a palm-sized white ceramic puppy lay quietly. Pick up Snow White. So you really are white. Oh, what's up over here? Okay, wait, I need a key. Oh. Dude, not gonna lie, she hits pretty hard. with like some investment, I think that she can be a great DPS. Damn, yeah. Yeah, she can hit pretty freaking hard. What the hell? Oh yeah, I want to like invest in this character. She's pretty fun, not gonna lie. Oh wait, I'm full in health. Okay, well, let's go. Rita pushes you through the decaying town. As time passes, the already overcast sky grows even darker. Oh, excuse me. Rita, how far are we from the square? The girl climbs onto your back, looks around cautiously, and finally points to a corner. Over there, after passing the stable, go 50 meters north. Did they used to raise horses here? I have now. Pony is my friend, and I also want to take it back to its home in the sea. At the moment, Pony will turn into a seahorse? Yes, transform into a seahorse. Dude, Orita's freaking adorable, bro. While speaking, the neighing and heavy breathing of horses. Excuse me. Dude, Maybe you need more medicine, I swear. I've been coughing still, bro. It's been like freaking months. How am I still coughing? While speaking to Nang and heavy breathing of horses could be heard nearby. The heavy hoof beats made it hard to tell if Pony was another dissolute. Pony. This time you were prepared and quickly grabbed Orita's collar, stopping her from rushing towards the skeletal giant. So is she not able to perceive that these are bad? That these things are bad? Or is it just her innocent nature that's making her think that these guys are her friends? Honestly, kind of hard to tell, right? Damn, girl strikes. Okay, I guess we'll do this to negate the damage a little bit. Oh, we can do reload. Ooh. Okay. We could do. We can save that actually. Let's do. Wait, is it 2 reload stacks? Is it 2 reload stacks? Oh no, it's 1 stack of vortex reload. Okay, but wait, I got 2. All right. Whatever. We could do. There we go. Small toys were left the first 2 times, so this time should be no exception. Oh, hold on a minute. Someone's at the door. 1 minute. I'm back. Sorry that took a while. I had to take care of some. Where were we? Really casually pick up the pitchfork from the stable and stirred the slime that was once pony. Sure enough, a particularly exquisite ceramic pony gleamed in the light. Pick up pony. You hesitate for a moment, but eventually take off your coat and pick up the ceramic pony through the fabric. What are you doing? When you had almost grown accustomed to Arita's voice filling the desolate world, a hoary voice suddenly rang out, making you straighten up with a start. Granny, Arita has brought a new friend to meet you. Oh, she's normal. The aged face lit up with a gentle smile. She affectionately patted Arita's head before turning to you. Hello, young one. I'm Granny Betty from Arita. Just call me Granny, like this child.
みんなが喜ぶかしら?
Ooh. The old woman, calling herself Betty, smiles as she sizes you up, steadily assessing your worthiness as a friend of Rita. By the way, right? Early this morning, right? There was like barely any snow. It was pretty nice out actually. Now, around like 11 a.m., it started snowing heavily. There wasn't a snow to be found on the ground this morning, and then around 11 a.m., snow started piling up out of nowhere. Gotta love the Canadian weather, am I right? Sizing you up, subtly assessing your worthiness as a friend of Arita. After a long while, she withdrew her gaze and patted Arita's back. Rita, could you go play by yourself for a while? Grandma will chat with this new friend and come find you soon. Can't chat with Rita. Sweetie, conversations among adults might bore you. Isn't our little Rita the one who hates boredom the most? But I want to stay with Grandma. Aw. Good child, would you like to play a game with Grandma? Rita wants to decorate her friends' homes, right? Granny hid several clay figures nearby. If Rita finds them, they're all hers. Really? Thank you, Granny. Granny Betty quickly consoled Rita and watched the girl hop into the nearby ruins before turning to you with a smile. Why did you deliberately send Rita away? What is it that you want to tell me? Don't be so guarded. I just want to tell a story. Once this was a fishing port. Some ambitious youths went to the city while others stayed home to fish. It was peaceful as any other fishing village. The changes occurred quietly, leaving only women and children behind. Fishing boats set sail, but only broken keels drift back to shore with the current. Black water flows over the dam, eroding the streets into ruins. When Rita realized her playmates, family, and even all the residents of the town had vanished without trace. Wait, what about you, Granny? She shakes her head, gesturing for you to look at her lower body. Peace sign flowed out from under her linen skirt. Her lower body was almost entirely immersed in dissolution. Oh, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry that took a while again. I heard something in the other room. Heard something in the room, so I went to like check it out. And then I decided, you know what, I got some time, I'm gonna make some lunch. So I made lunch. Oh, hey, Code, I don't know if you're still here. How is your body feeling now? The old woman chuckled and patted your shoulder, just like a true elder would. Don't be afraid, young one, don't be afraid. Granny Betty has long since disappeared. It is the child's obsession that has kept me here. As they spoke, a gust of wind blew in a flyer. From somewhere, most of the patterns on the paper were blackened by D-slime, but the slogans were still faintly visible. Betty's bakery, homemade bread from the grandmother of the hometown. Oh dear, it seems Betty may not even be my real name. Why are you telling me these things? Granny Betty glanced at the collapsed old building not far away where Rita was treasure hunting, stirring up a cloud of dust. I told Rita many lies to avoid making her sad. For instance, home in the sea. Did she really tell you that? It seems like she truly believes this story, but other than weaving lies, what else can her real mother-in-law do? Can we tell her that her parents will never return in this town with no future? Such words are too cruel. So I have a request, please keep this a secret from her. Don't tell her what's happening in reality, at least let her leave with a happy heart. This is my wish, and hers as well. Granny Betty's tone was sincere, even pleading. Leave. There's absolutely nothing at all. Did Grandma really hide a clay figurine over there? Or Rita has turned the place upside down. Rita's gloomy voice caught your attention. She stood on the ruins with her back to you. Back to you this time. You finally notice a fleeting black stain on her back. A gaping hole dominates its small body, clearly a large D mark. You were startled and turned to look at the spot where Granny Betty once stood. What remained was a pool of viscous liquid merging with the dark, stagnant water. In the sewage, the ceramics reflect a soft and warm light. Pick up the figurine. Unexpectedly, after Granny Betty disappeared, what remained was not a clay figurine shaped like an old woman. A round and plump canopy with fine, dense tentacles decorated the clover-shaped blue glaze of a porcelain white base. Wow, it's Rita's favorite jellyfish. You really cheated. You tricked Rita into looking over there, but it's clearly in your hands. Don't be mad. Look, what are these? You managed to strain a smile, pulling out Pony and Snow White from your pocket and hand them to Rita along with the jellyfish figurine. Oh, for Rita, thank you, my friend. The water tank are Rita's aquarium, palace, friends, and the palace in the water. Rita hummed a song, lost in the joy of her new toy. Werther, Pony, Snow White, and Granny Betty seemed to leave no mark on her heart. Is everyone okay with standing like this? Move Pony a bit farther outside. Having a horse indoors feels a little strange. Very reasonable. By the way, did you name it Pony? Rita's palace is all set. Aww. Aww. Aw, that's so sweet. But at the same time, it's pretty sad though, right? Because she lost, she doesn't remember all the people that were here, right? Rita's future home, her underwater home. Rita wants to sleep in the room next to her parents and occasionally sleeps with them. The puppy wants to sleep on Rita's bed with the pony in the living room or in the garden. Jellyfish can drift anywhere, and Rita's friends all drink hot cocoa by the fireplace. Underwater, can we light the fireplace? Rita's eyes blink, revealing a hint of drowsiness. She let out a long yawn, her gaze becoming hazy. Is Rita feeling tired? Rita can still play. Sleep well, Rita. The fireplace will burn warmly. The served cocoa will have a lot of sugar added to it. When you wake up, all your friends will be there. You friend, don't leave Orita alone. Ah, Damn, dude, that's pretty sad. Ah, why did they have to give Arita a sad story, man? Ooh. Alright. Why did they have to give her a sad story, man? Alright, let's do... What are we on to next? We did 24 last time, right? So I guess we're on to Horla's. Ah, okay. And then we have Happy Hunting, and then Ellsworth's Returnee. And then Celestial Aria's like later, after we do like... After we do like Arc 2, right? Oh, we still got a whole bunch of this stuff to do. We still need to do this stuff here too. Alright. Yeah, see you in Neverland 1, 2. Those are later, so now we have to do these, this. Skip these two. I don't know when I'm supposed to. Oh, maybe. Wait, when do I do Beyond the Skies Part 2? Alright. And I have these two, right? I haven't done these things yet. I don't know how long these things will take. Well, I gotta do Astral Rain Chapter 4 or this one first. Alright. Alright, let's do it. We're doing Horla's. Rose's Abode. Oh, I should probably do these first. Go. Okay. This is Rose's Abode, home. Right. Let's take a look. Ooh.
雨は雲から空への別れの涙。再び会えたなら最初に紡いだ詩が欲しい。お返しは色とりどりの花束で。私の手を握って。指が触れ合えば庭を送る。ちっぽけな二人の王国で茨はあなたを傷つけない。オルラ、私は庭で、あなたは春。聞かせてほしい。庭に捧げる春の詩を。擦り切れた二人の命で真っ赤なバラが咲き誇る。手を握ってとあなたは言った。指が触れ合えば庭をくれる。ちっぽけな二人の王国で茨は私を傷つけない。受け取ってほしい。庭に捧げる春の詩を。擦り切れた二人の命で真っ赤なバラが咲き誇る。雨は春から庭への別れの涙。再び会えたなら最後に紡いだ詩を送ろう。お返しは色とりどりの花束で。
Okay, I'm kind of invested now because I am kind of curious about Horla's past now, huh? Right, Horla, the passengers next to us are gone. Really? You're not deceiving me. Really? Orla peeked out from under the large parchment, cautiously looking around. After confirming there were no strangers around, she let out a long breath and crawled out from under the parchment. You know they can't see you, right? Not necessarily. Among the travelers could be awakeners, researchers with special equipment, or gifted individuals. Perhaps the old man who was smoking just now is a secret member of the committee. I always felt there was something very mysterious about him. Who knows? Sunlight bathed the deck. Orla closed her eyes, arms slightly open. Noticing your gaze, she shyly pulled her hands back and hid them behind her back. Not bad, much better than I expected. I thought you'd want to turn back after seeing so many people on the cruise. I thought about it at the time, but I didn't have the courage to tell you. Sir Keeper, look, it's the Snyer River. The boundlessness of the sea only lasted a short while. Soon a lighthouse rose slowly from beneath the horizon. Behind it, a wide estuary and blurred cities on both banks came into view. Miss Nymphaea. Hello, may I ask what I can assist you with? Have you seen Horla? It's urgent. Don't you have a poetry club or something? According to my informant, Horla seems to frequently attend your events. You're so close to her, you must know where she is, right? Sorry, I last saw Horla 2 months ago. She dislikes crowded places. You have her poems. Your poetry club must have collected many of her works, right? If you have it, I'd be willing to pay a high price for it. Hannah, do you have something to ask her about? The school newspaper hasn't had much attention lately. Orla has never liked being interviewed, not even to publish her own poems. If we can publish her poems or even conduct an exclusive interview with her, this month's school magazine sales will definitely double. I've already thought of the title Garden and Spring, the untold stories of young poet Horla. According to statistics, the current number of sightings has reached double digits. According to eyewitnesses, the changes in Cité don't seem to be caused by ordinary disillusion. The current Cité is very, very. In the words of the eyewitness, it was beautiful. Disillusion beautiful? The lack of logic is a common characteristic of eyewitness testimony. From their chaotic words, it can be concluded that the uniqueness and impact of this event are extremely rare, yet the exhibited risk is minimal, creating a stark contrast. We have not encountered a similar event. Whether it is the result of disillusion remains unknown. What did the contact in Cité say? The contact reported that everything was normal, so the level of this event isn't high, but we still need to send someone to Cité to check. Before Doll finished speaking, a white figure slipped into the office like a ghost and hid behind the curtain. Huh? Orla, if you're hiding from someone, you forgot to close the door. I'm so sorry I've caused you trouble, Sir Keeper Miss Doll. She hurriedly closed the office door and quickly hid behind the curtains. Horla, where are you, Horla? I'm out, dear Horla. We just need a short interview. It won't hurt, I promise. Hannah's voice drifts away from us, outside the door. Finally started pulling Horla. It seems the pressure from the school paper's sales has indeed become quite significant. It's fine if you don't want to do the interview. Just hand over a few of the many poems you've written to Hannah and she'll leave you alone. I don't really want to. Those poems only bring misfortune. I don't want that to happen again. Recalling what Horla had experienced, you understood her meaning and nodded. I should be outside, not in a crowded place like the school. Sir Keeper, can I ask for your help with a solution? To be honest, I don't have any good solutions for dealing with the ferret's agility and sense of smell. However, if you'd prefer to be outdoors, there is a way I can help you. Do I really have to go out? Where would we go? You pick up a phone on the table and wave it in front of her. Cité, you're home. The cruise silently drifts, houses and flowers on both sides slowly fading behind, vanishing at the bend of Senyor River, whatever how you pronounce it. Orla closed her eyes, a smile blossom on her face. It's the wind of Cité. Cité is the city of flowers, and even the wind carries the scent of flowers. Even after all these years, the moment I smell it, I remember. Do you miss the sights of Cité? Of course, but I've always lived in the greenhouse. I haven't really been to most of the places in Cité. I've written many poems about Cité's scenery, but those are fiction. If there's a chance this time, I'd like to see those places. Where do you want to go the most? The place I want to visit the most, it would be the garden where I used to live. Every rose season, the garden is in full bloom with roses as if living in a dream. Just not sure if the roses in the poem book are still there after that fire. When the fire broke out, I couldn't escape, so I buried my poetry collections in the garden. This time I intend to find it. After all you've experienced in Cité, I didn't think you'd like this place or want to see that poem again. Those things have nothing to do with this land or its people. Cité is a beautiful place. As for the poem, I can't say, Sir Keeper. It brings much pain to those around me, which I dislike, but it is also my most precious possession. Whether to preserve or destroy it, I still want to find it. Don't worry, I will definitely take you to see it. I'm just not sure if we can still find it after all these years. A black butterfly flutters gracefully and lands on Horla's outstretched fingertips. Look, Sir Keeper, a butterfly. If a butterfly lands on someone, it means that in the butterfly's eyes, this person's life is like a flower. To the Cité people, a life like a flower always brings good fortune. Exactly, miss, you smell like roses. Cité has many beautiful rose gardens. You will feel right at home here. Horla, be careful. Oh, let me eat my food, right? It's gonna get cold. Oh shit, Luigi, I didn't see that there was a bot in the chat. Nice to see that you're doing your job. Good work, Luigi. If you were an actual employee, I would totally pay you. You've never witnessed a butterfly speak. You gently pulled Horla back. Wow, a talking butterfly. Mrs. Butterfly, sorry, I'm not very good at small talk. No aggression, not like a disillusioned mutant, nor a phantasm. The pitch black humanoid butterfly flapped its wings and swayed to and fro as it left the cruise ship. You looked around cautiously. This Snire River still flowed quietly. Humans becoming butterflies, a beautiful image, isn't it? A well-dressed noblewoman appears beside you without your notice. She turns her face towards the Snire River and gives Horla a slight smile. However, mist that rose on your eye is far more beautiful than a butterfly. Yes, madam. Horla, did you disable your shroud? I haven't, madam. Can you see me? In the new Cité, all things of beauty should be seen. The new Cité. Oh, we've arrived. You turn around. Something like you have never seen before unfolds before your eyes. The cruise ship collides with the shore buffer, producing a dull thud. You and Horla stare in bewilderment, seemingly forgetting how to walk. My car won't arrive for a while, so let me show you around. She raises her hand, her arm tracing an elegant arc. Welcome to Cité, distant guests. City of Flowers, Part 2. This is to... Today, the City of Flowers and Poetry. Today's Cité truly lives up to its name. Led by the noblewoman, you walk forward, overwhelmed by everything that catches your eye. You walk down the misty streets, touching the stained bricks on the buildings, plucking sycamore leaves like color ink. This city seems to be shrouded by a peculiar filter, with all buildings and plants standing in an extremely surreal watercolor-like appearance. Sir Keeper, look at this house. Does it seem like there are some lines floating on it? Like poetry inscribed on buildings, so beautiful. These beautiful scenes seem to make Horla forget those painful memories, as well as the strangers around. Her eyes shimmered as she followed you through this picturesque city. It's impressive that you still have the heart to think about this now. Horla, don't you think the city of Sete has become strange? No, although I forgot what Sete looks like, I think it should look like this. This lady's correct. Sete, a city of flowers and poetry, should indeed look like this. The noble woman smiled and patted Horla's back. While now seeming to realize there was a stranger beside her, she smiled awkwardly, blushing as she hid herself slightly behind a parchment. A clear bell rings and a carriage appears before you. Oh, my ride is almost here. I'm afraid I can't stay with you any longer. I didn't expect you to come, so I didn't prepare a gift. Here, this is for you. I hope you don't dislike it. She extends a hand, presenting something to Horla. This is a rose stained with watercolor, trembled slightly in the wind from an unknown direction. Horla looks up joyfully to express gratitude, but the old woman has already boarded the carriage. Farewell, Horla. The carriage moves forward, soon blending into the distant ink painting. This elderly lady is truly kind, but there's something a bit strange about her. Indeed, oh dear, I forgot to ask her for directions. Never mind, let's look for someone nearby. Such a big city, yet there are so few people on the streets, it's truly strange. Changes in visual features, discrepancies in numbers, the witnesses' accounts were not wrong. Indeed, that's roughly the situation in Sete. Things are strange here, but no danger or signs of disillusion have been found yet. Horla and I are preparing to move forward, find a contact as soon as possible, and verify the situation here. The school is preparing to assign reinforcements, but it will take some time. Understood. Until then, leave the investigation in Sete to us. Turning off the silver communicator, you vigilantly scan your surroundings. This city seems to be enveloped by a peculiar filter, with all the buildings standing bizarrely like haphazardly smeared oil paintings. You've been walking down the streets for 10 minutes without seeing anyone. The only thing here are the strange buildings by the roadside surrounded by clusters of blooming flowers. In broad daylight, I've walked for so long without seeing a single person. Do people in Sete not go out? Why did you hide inside the parchment again? The resident hums an unfamiliar tune, passing by the intersection ahead, showing only their back. He wears a suit that looks overly tight, and the shape of his head appears somewhat odd. Thank goodness finally you see someone. You quickly step forward. Hello, sir. Hello, dear sir. May I ask how I can be of assistance to you? Oh, I see the antenna. He turned around. Above the suit was the enormous head of a bee. What's wrong, sir? Did I say something inappropriate that made you uncomfortable? No, no. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to Medici Avenue? Sir, you're new to Sete, right? Yes. No wonder you don't even know the most famous street. Rest assured, the citizens of Sete are very hospitable. Medici Avenue is just... As Mr. B didn't finish his sentence and suddenly started convulsing all over. A pair of large membranous wings tore through his coat, melting and dripping like butter under the scorching sun. Honey, Mr. B. The humanoid bee's body fell to the ground, turned black, then crumbled into powder and disappeared into the air. These aren't the typical symptoms of dissolution. You examined the surroundings and carefully once again. Surrounded by buildings resembling abstract paintings, observing the occasional distant residents, you can see their bodies resemble various plants and animals. The Sete before me appears as if it were taken straight out of some bizarre dream. The badge on your chest gleamed silver. You established communication. Professor Dollard is encountered in atypical dissolution mutant. Called from Sete, a citizen turned into dust on a busy street. Huh? Exactly the same as what I encountered here, but I'm in Sete and it's nothing like a bustling city. Indeed, there's no interference between the real world and a domain here, but if it's not a domain, why would this place and these people become like this? It doesn't make sense. It seems that this domain is different from ordinary ones, a completely independent space, but its impact on Sete is real and tangible. No matter what, we need to find the cause before things escalate further. Understood. Communication ends, the atmosphere becomes heavy. Sir Keeper, Mr. B has passed away. Look at Horla and pat her on the back. It's not the real Sete, perhaps it's just some kind of illusion. I hope so. Horla picks up a sycamore leaf and places it on the remaining D-dust. Let's go to Medici Avenue and find a contact for investigation. Looks for keeper a tram. Walk forward for a while and a dark mass came towards you. There are trams, but we didn't see the stop, so we're not sure if they go where we want to go. Have I told you from the fence of the old garden you could see the tram passing by, but I've never actually rode one. I believe I recall it can go anywhere. Regardless, I still would like to board it at least just once. Every time I see that tram, it feels like a giant. Hello, may I offer you a ride? On the winding tracks, a giant caterpillar stops in front of you. Oh, just as I remembered, it's the caterpillar train. Hello, if you're not getting in, I'll be leaving. Other passengers are waiting. Watch it warily. The caterpillar train seems friendly enough. Excuse me, does this train go to Medici Avenue? Of course, this tram can take you anywhere. A rail car that can go anywhere, huh? Sure, that makes sense. At least this vehicle is indeed for carrying passengers. The caterpillar's body opens, revealing a tiny seat inside. Seeing Horla's expectant eyes, you sit down. Excuse me, how do I pay for the ticket? Free of charge. Looks like today isn't all that bad, at least there's free ride. Not free. To obtain the ticket for this car, you need to pay with a poem. Oh, that's right, this young lady must be a local. Horla, how do you even know these rules? I'm not quite sure, that's just how I remember it. It's not costly, each rider just needs to write a simple sentence. I'll go first. She approaches the front of the bus and whispers something to the fare box by the driver's seat. Oh, what a beautiful poem, please take a seat, miss. Can I take a look as well? I'm a bit embarrassed, I'll write it in secret to you after returning keeper, sir. It's your turn, sir. Let me think. The trolley car inched along the tracks like a caterpillar. My analogy is quite ingenious, akin to something else. Hurry up, let's head to me. We'll do this one. Generally, you need to rewrite the sentence, but the lady poem could purchase season tickets for all seats, but I don't wish to endure any more torment. Fair enough, honestly. Please take a seat. The caterpillar opens its eyes and a bright light shone from them. It moves steadily forward. The Poet, Part 3. 2 cups of coffee, thank you. Soon a raccoon dressed in a waiter's uniform brought you 2 cups of coffee. Speaking to strangers, you made great progress already, Horla. Only one person and they look like an animal, but I suppose it's not nothing. Although I'm not sure whether it's a good thing that there are finally more people around. Give me a sec, hold on. Give me a minute. Why isn't the... I just wanted to like lower the volume down a bit on my end because it's blasting music in my ears so loudly all of a sudden. All right. Let me just adjust this thing then. There you go. Wait, no, that's too loud, I think. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Oh, sorry. What did they say? Did Mr. Caterpillar say that that most people won't harm us as long as we don't act strangely? Hope no more bees comes to sing to me. Hold on. Let me see how loud it is playing on the stream. 1 minute. Okay, I think it sounds reasonable. I think it sounds reasonable. All right, where are we? On the spacious streets, citizens with various animal heads come and go, showing no signs of aggression. Bright light from an unknown source illuminates the roof and tables of the roadside cafe. Orla bathes in the light, her feet swinging in the air to an unknown beat. I remember reading in the newspaper that March Street was originally an ordinary street, but it gained fame because a painter created a piece for this cafe. Really loved the story and once wrote a poem about it. In the poem, the artist eventually settled at number 99, end of March Street. I think it's not that March Street encountered the painter, but rather that the painter encountered March Street. Today has become so strange, yet you seem not at all afraid, even quite enjoying it. Here you don't have to interact with people, yet you can encounter many new and fascinating things. I can't quite put it into words, but I always feel more at home here than when looking at the newspaper and photos of Cité. Look, Sir Keeper, it's the stars. Stars? But there seems to be neither day nor night here. You look up next to the shimmering golden stars, white petals unfold. Huge daisy-like stars transform the sky into a garden. Cité is a city of poetry and flowers. Without those urgent matters, it would indeed be quite enjoyable. After 30 minutes, we encountered about 100 citizens without any attacks. That tramp must not have lied to us. So Sir Keeper has been observing all along. I have no choice, some gaze at the stars while others must watch the ground beneath their feet. Though not gifted in poetry, as the Keeper of Mytheg, I can still handle this task. Contact is at 101 March Street. Let's get ready, let's go. Yep. Ooh. Unsure of the dangers here, you cautiously observe your surroundings. Greetings to both of you. We meet again. Hello, Madam Butterfly, Mr. Caterpillar. What are you doing? My husband and I had dinner and we're preparing to take a stroll down the street. What a coincidence, I heard the poem written by that young lady. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Are the two of you lost? The roads here don't match the markings on the map, and the house numbers are all messed up. Excuse me, do you know where number 101 March Street is located? 101? I don't remember if there is a number 101 on March Street. Is that so? This place isn't very large, let's continue searching slowly. Sorry for not being much help. Take your time with the search and enjoy your stay today. After bidding farewell to the butterfly, lady, and Mr. Caterpillar, you continue to make your way through the streets of March Street, checking the numbers on the door plates one by one. I don't recall March Street being this long. We've checked the whole street twice already. But I don't see where number 101 is. The first time I didn't notice, but the second time I carefully observed all the door numbers. March Street, there is no number 101. The highest house number here is this one. You stand by the wall at the end of the street. The metal nameplates on this small building ahead has been replaced with a painting. March Street number 99. Who's there? The door bursts open, revealing a thin figure before you. On the paint-stained, tattered clothes is the face of an insect. Are you thieves? No, we're tourists. We're here to visit a friend. He's at 101 March Street. What's the number? Number 88. He said 101. There is no 101 here. You lie. You stole my painting. It was you who stole my painting. With the painter's movements, the surrounding scene suddenly changes. A few dazzling and bizarre colors suddenly appear on nearby buildings, resembling a complete painting torn apart into chaotic hues by some unknown force. Is this disillusion? Uncertain of the principle behind this phenomenon, you quickly retreated with Orla. Give me back my painting. His hand reached for you before it touches you. Strange colors surge around him like a flood, engulfing and devouring him. Soon the eerie colors stop writhing. You silently observe the scene before you. The school badge on your chest emitted a silver glow. Today, did something happen again? A building has disappeared. The location is on Marsh Street. No, number 99. Yeah, there. Now you look at the remaining door plates, number 99, taking a deep breath. You can't let things continue like this without a contact. We need to find another way. Sir Keeper, I have a guess. No, not a guess, I'm certain. This isn't Cité. Orla, what are you saying? I mean, this isn't the real Cité. This isn't the real Cité? The caterpillar train that requires a poem for a ticket, Madame Butterfly, only number 99 March Street, the painter's Daisy Stars. These things we've seen, I've always felt they were extremely familiar. It was only just now that I finally remember why. These things have all appeared in my poetry collection. Everything here is just as I imagined in my poems. Sir Keeper, this is not the real Cité. This is the Cité of my imagination. Under the chaotic colors of March Street, Horla slowly spun around, gazing at everything that belonged to her poems. The light falls like a veil, illuminating her face, which is filled with curiosity, sorrow, and confusion. I see, no wonder there are so many bizarre things here. But how did Cité end up like this? I don't know either. Some things here aren't exactly the same as in my poems. Everything in the poem should have been beautiful and eternal. I don't know why it turned out like this. But I think if we want to resolve the issue here, we might need to find that poem first. Do you still remember the way? In my poem, March Street is close to home. I always remember the way back. She faces the residential area, sorrow like a tangible mist enveloping you. Let's go, Sir Keeper. We're heading to the Rose Garden, to where I died. Oh. Belated funeral. Yeah, we're getting into like some snippets about Horla's past, right? We're here. Walking northeast through the bustling Medici Avenue in Cité, you arrive at a beautiful apartment area. A palace-like mansion stands before you, conspicuous and magnificent. But why has this place changed like this? The vast garden at its foot, gray withered grass grew everywhere. You walk into the garden. The closer you get, the dimmer the colors around you become. Are these also part of the imagination of your poetry? I can't quite remember, but it shouldn't be, right? Or is it because you've written death into some of your poems? Perhaps it's been affected by that green fire. By that great fire. No matter what, this should be the place we are looking for. Orla, where did you place the poem? When the fire broke out, I dug a small pit to protect the poetry collection, placed it in a box and buried it. We lived in the greenhouse where roses are grown. You can find it crossing the flower bed. Is there danger? Oh no, Sir Keeper, look there. Hold on a minute. Alright. Horla excitedly points to a wall. A rough sketch is drawn on it with colored chalk. Two little girls in dresses are playing at being a lady and maid. When we lived here, Colette and I would often play this game together. Sometimes I would play the noble, sometimes she would. This painting was done by her, though it doesn't look very good. However, we didn't have more chalk at the time. She dyed this dress red with juice from the roses. It's barely visible now. What a pity. Horla's fingers gently brush over the simple line drawing, a faint smile lifting the corners of her lips. Colette, the gardener who burned you to death, right? He was also my best friend. Growing up in the flower house was nice, but a bit cramped. We dreamed of having a home in a manor someday. However, in the end, I never got to live there. Aww. So, her best friend killed her? Orla gazed regretfully at the magnificent villa ahead and continued walking forward. Sir Keeper, all through this rose garden, we're almost there. Rose garden? Where is the rose garden? The backyard of this mansion used to be filled with roses. Where were they Colette's? At that time, we had been driven out of our old manor and had nowhere to go. Wait, Colette, I just saw the sign. Is this the Countess's garden? Didn't you say you hadn't seen a garden for a long time? Well, this is the most beautiful garden in this area. Colette, let's hurry. If we get caught, it would be a lot of trouble. No, it won't look. She picked a rose and placed it in Horla's hand. Colette, we're going to end up in prison. No one's going to jail. Horla, look over there. Following Colette's direction, Horla saw a greenhouse cultivating valuable roses. The flower room contained 2 beds and their few belongings. Colette, what is this? I've rented this place. But how did you? She just noticed that the necklace Colette's mother had left her was no longer around her neck. Colette, you... None of that matters, Horla. What matters is this isn't some count's garden. This is our garden. We'll eat and sleep in the greenhouse, also the flowers that grow on this land to buy us clothes and food. One day I'll even buy us a home in that building. But what can I do? All I can do is write poems that no one reads. To be honest, I don't understand your poems either, but it doesn't matter. Just write whatever you want to write. Everyone has something they are born to do. I was born to strive for this garden and that house. And you were born to write poetry. Since then, she supported the 2 of us with the flowers from this garden. Although it was extremely tough and we were far from buying a house, we were actually quite happy during that time. Until one day, the publisher sent me my first payment for my poems. Although she later locked you in the greenhouse and set the fire, you don't seem to hate her. Hard to say, maybe I don't really know what to think. I only know that if it weren't for those poems, none of this would have happened. Horla. Horla's vision unfolded before you. Her sorrow seems tangible, spreading and permeating everything around. I'm sorry, Storekeeper, I made you sad again. It's alright, don't restrain your emotions. Let's continue searching for the poetry collection. Poem is buried over there, Storekeeper. Please follow me. We walked through the winding paths in the garden, circled around the burnt wooden frames, and arrived at an open space behind the yard. We're here. She points to a small spot in the middle of the backyard. Surrounding roses had turned to ash and fertilizer, now overgrown with black weeds. The report from Mythic says they found Horla's silver on a scorched clearing. That is where the poem is buried. That is her final resting place. Strange, there's a hole here. The poem collection should have been buried here. It hasn't been there for many years. Ooh. A familiar voice sounds. You abruptly turn around. The back door to the villa opens, and the noblewoman you met on the ship stands at the entrance, looking down at you. After the great fire, I held a grand funeral for you. It's a pity that you couldn't see it yourself. Seeing you on the ship made me happy. I haven't felt this happy for a long time. Decades, and we finally meet again. Welcome home, Horla. So that noble lady is the one who killed Horla. You are Colette. Horla slightly parts her lips, staring straight at the old woman across a burned garden. She is the florist. It's wonderful to see you're still so young. How did you spot Horla? I've already told you the answer. In the new stay, all things of beauty should be seen. It would be a pity if even my best friend couldn't see it. Across the garden, the old woman smiles at you. My sculptor friend told me that only those with a certain gift can become awakeners. So envious Horla. You notice the traits of dissolution on her and the person standing behind her. Sculptors Association. It seems the situation here was caused by the gardener and the members of the Sculptors Association. Do you have that poem with you? The relics of an old friend must be preserved well, of course. Also, just a reminder, this isn't your collection of poems. It has always been mine. Today turned out like this. Was it your doing? This place should be called my cité. You remember our greatest dream used to be simply buying a house. What about now? The poetry, the poem, the people, the land, and the buildings we've always dreamed of. Look, dear Horla, now all of Cité is mine. Colette, this question has puzzled me for many, many years. Horla's fingers nervously twist together. She looks up, her bright eyes fixed on Colette. Why are you doing these things? Why have you changed into what you are now? Colette smiled and shook her head. You're so clever that you can write beautiful poems without ever leaving your house, but when it comes to people, you truly understand nothing about them. I have never changed, Horla. No, impossible. You once clearly... Sometimes I really envy you. I envy your talent, your gifts, and even your innocence. But why? Why do you get to live so innocently? Horla, people like us don't have the luxury of innocence. It's not like that, Colette. I don't care about those things from the past at all. Please return our poem and restore state to normal. Don't you care? Hearing a funny joke, Colette laughed loudly, nearly unable to strain her back. You don't care what gives you the right to be indifferent. Give me a sec. Save your pity, Horla. You never understood me. You understand nothing. She stood up, regained her graceful composure, and nodded to the person beside her. Ritual begins tonight. I'll leave things here in your hands. Ritual, what are you trying to do? Colette ignores you, adjusts her clothing, and walks into the building. Wait. You try to chase after her, but the building suddenly vanishes and reappears behind you. You discovered that the garden structure was completely inverted like a living creature. Has the structure of this garden changed? I wrote about a garden of life in my poetry, but the garden in the poem isn't like this. Okay, now I'm kind of curious, right? I'm guessing that Colette never did see Horla as her friend, right? Then why did she like put up that facade for like so long? From what I saw, right, from what I read, Horla and Colette used to live in a mansion, but then was like kicked out, right, or something like that. So I'm not sure why Colette decided to stay around Horla. She even bothered to like rent out a greenhouse for Horla and Colette to live in. The garden poem isn't like this. The poem is in the hands of the gardener. She must have altered the structure here. It's still unclear how this place was formed. However, it seems that finding her may prove quite troublesome. Let's hurry and chase after them. Are we not gonna like report what we saw to Doll? Approaching the building with Horla, you suddenly hear her gasp. Zookeeper, what do you see here? Horla points to the steps. Small white envelope lies where they just stood. You pick up the letter and open it. To Mr. Herbert, Colette. Hearing the living room door open, the man didn't turn around and continued to gaze out the window with great interest. Herbert, what a beautiful garden, Miss Colette. Your mansion is enviable, prestigious. Only thanks to Mr. Herbert. Without your help, I would have died from disillusion. Not to mention, you can have even more than before. Each party gets what they need. I need your help to verify the possibility of unifying the domain with the real world. The dissolved poem produced such a unique domain. Even the dissolved verses could disturb real objects. Not even Mythic can find many research projects this interesting. If one can always live in falsehood, then falsehood ceases to exist. Your wisdom is truly astonishing, madam. How is our ritual preparation coming along? Almost there. As per your instructions, the ritual will begin next month. According to your statement, by that time, the disillusion of the poem will spread and may even affect the entirety of Sete. I don't remember you being someone who cares about morals. Of course, but I care about what I have. Will my domain still be stable by then? Rest assured, ma'am, the formation of the domain is closely related to dissolution. The stronger the dissolution, the more stable your domain. The domain's coverage is still limited. Once the ritual is complete, it will spread across all of Sete. By then, all the power and wealth in Sete will be yours. In inexorable victory, Colette, haven't you always been a winner? The florist walked to the window and looked at her garden. She tried to maintain a dignified noble smile, but the wine glass in her hand trembled uncontrollably. The noblewoman's face was reflected in the swaying wine glass like a festering wound. We will all be winners, Mr. Herbert. Alright. Statuary rhetoric. Zookeeper, has the poetic world disappeared? Look back outside. Or looks outside the door. The garden outside still retains the appearance of the world described in the poetry. but the indoor world is identical to the real world with no trace of the domain. This should be the real city. It seems we've passed through the link point between reality and the domain. Wherever it is, we must find Colette and retrieve the poem. The floor shakes violently. You quickly pull Horla and hide behind the door. Oh, Miss Colette, catch the intruder, quick search. A group of monsters with varied shapes rush into the building, passing by not far from you. Monsters from the world of poetry have invaded the real world. Their ceremony is about to begin. We need to hurry. Peering out, you see the monster went somewhere else. You grab Horla and quickly run upstairs. Horla, let's go up the stairs and find, huh? Climb the stairs only to find that they don't lead to the upper floor and end abruptly halfway up. What's going on? I once wrote a poem about a staircase that breaks off halfway, much like our lives live with unexpected twists and hardships. But this is clearly not the world of my poem. How could it be? I see. Rilla suddenly lifts her head, too excited to stop herself from jumping. It's Colette. This place is important to us. She specifically preserved it and remodeled it according to the description of the poem. I knew it, Keeper. Colette isn't that kind of person. This is the first time you've seen Horla so delighted. You exhale deeply. Not wanting to shatter her illusion, you gently pat her on the shoulder. Maybe you're familiar with displays. How about letting you take the lead? Led by Horla, you evade the monsters, search, and continue moving forward. Sir Keeper, up ahead is. You quickly cover Horla's mouth and pull her to the corner of the wall. What are we supposed to be doing here? Fool, Lady Colette ordered us to guard this place because... In short, Lady Colette ordered us to stand guard here. We've been keeping watch for so long, we haven't seen anything. Won't we miss the ceremony? Now the bell hasn't rung yet, we can't go anywhere until it rings. I'm truly looking forward to witnessing Madame Colette's live creation. Oh, give me a sec, hold on. Gotta eat. Okay. Madame Colette's live performance happens only once a year. Get ready, soldiers. We'll be competing with all the cité for seats. Why don't we head over now? Because we need to stay here. So what exactly are we doing here? Ooh, Madame Colette ordered us to guard this place. These two don't seem very smart. There's no other way, Horla. Get ready to clear them out. Horla nods at you. You hold the silver key, and Horla takes out paper and a pen. Accompanied by silver light, two elegant script appears in the air, inscribing itself into the monsters. The two monsters fall into a deep sleep. After defeating the monsters, you hid in the room behind them. Looks like a storage room. It should be safe here for now. You can rest here and then find Colette. Horla, you don't look well. That's not so. But you're frowning just now, thinking about something. Oh, give me a sec. I'm getting a phone call. 1 minute. Okay, back. I was thinking about the conversation between those two monsters earlier. When I was eavesdropping earlier, it felt so familiar, I just now finally remembered. In a poetry collection, I wrote a poem about the statue in the city of poems. Poetry City is a city-state that feeds on poetry. It has no king, their faith lies in a statue. Each year, on the festival day, when the clock tower chimes, the statue comes to life and writes a poem for the people of the city. His poetry is so beautiful that it can sustain the entire city for a whole year. Every year on festival day, people gather at the square where the statue stands to listen to the poem it creates live. I see Colette alter the statue's image into her own. Where is the clock tower? When I was writing poetry, I had no idea what the outside world was like, so that clock tower was modeled after the one next to this building. The two buildings are connected, and you can cross over via a covered bridge. Orla, can you guess where Colette hid the poem? It should be okay, right? There is an extremely luxurious room in this building belonging to the Countess. She stays here once or twice a year, on occasion while the maid regularly cleans it in her absence. Colette loved that room and even snuck me in to see it. She said that once she made some money, she would definitely live in that room. I think she and the poetry collection will both be there. I see I have a solution. Are you going to Colette's room to grab the poem? But there are many monsters here. Yes, there are many monsters here. We probably won't be able to handle them. So we'll distract them first, then go to her room to get the poem. Oh, but they're so alert now. What can we use to distract them? Use the clock tower. Clock tower. Ah, I understand. Let's ring the bell at the clock tower early. This way the monsters will gather in the square and no one will stop us. Exactly, Colette needs to prepare for her performance. She won't carry such a thick poetry collection. It will likely be kept somewhere safe in her room. Use the time gap to go to her room and destroy that poetry collection. Destroy the poetry collection. Would Horla be willing to destroy the poetry collection? It seems right that she's very attached to her poetry collection. Garden Dirge. Alright. Fire, quick, put it out. It's too late, nothing remains of the garden. Has everyone been rescued? Most of them, yes, but one is still in the greenhouse. How pitiful, 2 children just as life was beginning to improve. Colette, don't be too sad. The fire ignited in an instant, perhaps it was due to the high temperature, an old man's cigarette butt, or something else. Flames rose in the garden, filled with dry grass, engulfing the greenhouse before people could react. It had already subsided. Poor child, you and Horla are like sisters. Horla's gone, you must live well, her spirit will bless you. Don't let her be sad, Colette, live a good life. At first, many people came to comfort her. Gradually, everyone drifted away, leaving her alone with her thoughts. Colette stood motionless beside the ashes of her painstakingly maintained conservatory, letting the embers scorch her face. A tear slid down her face, quickly evaporating in the lingering warmth of the flames. Orla, they were right. You will bless me, you won't hate me. You won't hate me for taking everything from you, your talent, your life. Even so, you still won't hate me. You are so kind and noble in your presence. Everyone else appears vulgar and petty. I try so hard to live, but compared to you, why am I always the contemptible one? So cruel, Horla, you don't give me a single reason to hate you. You force me to live out my remaining days in pain. A sob, Colette wipes away her tears. Ash smears across her face, decorating it haphazardly. She imitated a noble, proudly raising her head and smiling at the garden now reduced to embers and ashes. Goodbye then, Horla. A tear falls on the poem collection, producing a clear sound in the room. It's been many, many years since I felt this way, Horla. You're still just as full of surprises as before. You ask, why didn't you leave your own image in the poem? It was truly difficult seeing you again. What a pity. Lady Colette, the midnight bell is about to toll. Please make preparations. Understood. She sits in front of the mirror while the maid carefully wipes away her tears with a handkerchief. Today is a big day. Even the best audience has arrived. The makeup must not be ruined today. She gazes intently at herself in the mirror, curling her lips into a smile befitting nobility and victory. So keep her this way. The path to the clock tower is truly complex, and there are many monsters standing guard along the way. In the poem, The Bells of the City of Poetry, the path to Clock Tower is a maze. It symbolizes the confusion in the hearts of the city residents. Fitting image? What untimely rhetoric? A fitting image, yeah. Avoiding the monster surge, you arrive at the top floor. The clock tower is right there, just go through this corridor. There's only one monster guarding the place. The other monsters must have gone elsewhere. This one should be the one responsible for ringing the bell. You think there's a way to deceive him? Sure, it should be possible, as the poem goes. As the poem goes, the envoy of the sculpture will deliver a letter to the bell ringer, which signals the arrival of midnight. Great Horla, you act as an envoy and trick him into ringing the bell. I'll take it out before it reacts. I have to lie to a stranger? Never mind, I'll go instead. You stay here, and if they make any sudden moves, help me subdue them. You adjust your clothing and step forward. Who's there? I am the envoy of Lady Colette. So it's the envoy. I'm here to deliver a message. Midnight approaches. Hand the bell ringer the letter Colette had written to Herbert. He accepts it respectfully. But Your Excellency, the envoy, the current celestial signs show that it is not yet midnight. There was an error in today's celestial observer. How dare you question Lady Colette's decision? Exactly. Understood, I'll get it done right away. The bell ringer presses a button, the intricate gears begin to turn, and the hammer falls, striking the massive bell. The hammer falls repeatedly as the 12 chimes of midnight echo across the day. Envoy Midnight Bell has rung. Great. Next, we can attend Lady Colette's celebration. Great Lady Colette, it is my fortune to ring the bell for your celebration. To see your handwriting is my dear Mr. Herbert Colette. This is not a command to ring the bell, you. Before he could finish, several lines of text floated into his mind and his eyelids droop. After swaying twice in the air, the heavy body thuds to the ground. Orla peeks out from behind a wall and waves at you. Looks like you'll miss the celebration. Let's go. The 12 chimes ring out clear and distant, announcing the arrival of midnight. People stepped out of their homes and gathered on the streets of Cité like a black river slowly flowing toward the square outside Colette's garden. The day has finally arrived. I'm about to meet Lady Colette. Madame Colette, the sole poet of the faith of all Cité. I've heard that this ceremony will be the grandest ever. If only I could stand below the stage and shake her hand. Dream on, so many people want to meet Madame Colette. What makes you think you can cut to the front? Just thinking about it, it's not against the law, is it? Trust me, don't overthink it. Just relax and watch me from the outside. A distant glimpse of Lady Colette and hearing her speak is enough for me. Wait a second. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, there's my mouse. Okay. The door opens softly, you cautiously peek inside. Command, the bell rang and everyone went to the square. Orla's place. Orla didn't reply immediately. She looked around the room, her eyes glistening. Orla? It looks exactly the same as it did when we were kids. Even with so much having all of Cité, this place has always been where Colette's dreams lie. Orla's emotions spread once more, and you felt your heart being touched. Orla. I'm sorry, Sir Keeper. I always struggled to control my emotions. No worries, that's perfectly normal. No one should abandon their past. Thank you, Sir Keeper. We spoke about it before. Colette said that once we buy this house, she would place all her precious items in a special display cabinet for all the guests to see. Jewelry, handbags, fine clothing, and a poetry collection signed with her name. At Bahorla, you arrive at a delicately crafted glass display case. On the central shelf of the showcase, the thick, lavish poem book lay quietly like a monarch sleeping in a palace. The Abode of Roses, authored by Colette. Back then, this poem collection was just some papers pinned together. Now it looks quite different. You take out the poem. You miss it. I miss it very, very much, but it's okay, Sir Keeper. She wiped away her tears and shook her head with a smile. For me, for Colette, and for all of Cité, this poem brings only endless pain. Sir Keeper, may I? Hand the poem to Orla. I'll miss it, but it should exist only in my memories. Farewell. Flames ignited in Orla's hands. Soon the poem turned into a pile of ashes in the fire. This book and I should have shared the same fate. reduced to ashes long ago. There wouldn't be such trouble now if it had. Finally, the problem was solved. Sir Keeper, I don't seem to notice any changes. With such widespread impact, it may take some time to dissipate. Let's leave for now. You like this room, Horla? Everything here has been kept just as it was decades ago. Home was already burned. Your plan has failed, Colette. Poems? Oh, you mean this? She waved and a new collection of poems appeared in her hand, identical to the one that she had burned. Black dissolution liquid drips onto the ground from the poem. You. It's a trap, Horla. Prepare to attack. A cage suddenly appears beside you, trapping you inside. There shouldn't be such things in the poem. Such words were indeed never written in Horla's poems. Sorry, but this is my poem collection. Anything I want will appear here. Smiling, she raised her hand and tucked the poem collection into her chest. In this city, I am the sole master. Okay, sorry. I was just like, I had to keep eating my food here. Listen, Horla, the midnight bell has tolled. Today is Sitay's grandest festival. I am honored to have two distinguished guests here to witness the ceremony. Guards, take them to the square. I have prepared the best seats for our two distinguished guests. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. What the hell? Okay, 1 minute. All right, I'm back. Where were we? Okay, yep, let's go. Let's go here. Oh, okay, big team lineup. I'm not sure what, hold up. You know, we could do this. I don't know what Horla can do, but yeah, let's do this, I guess. Do that. The plan for this one was this one, equip. Plan for this one was this one. I think. Yeah, it's that one. Then for this one. I don't remember what I had for you. Was it death resist? No, it's not death resist. Hold on, let me take a look at your kit. Oh, ailments. Okay, yeah, no, I have ailments for you. Okay. Ailments regen. Where is that one? I don't remember. No, it wasn't this one. It wasn't another one. These are crit rates. Key flare. Sigil damage. I guess it might have been this. I cannot remember if it was this or not. Okay, whatever. There we go. Oh, I have so many of this stuff now. Nice. Okay. This is still my favorite though. Just for the added added Rhythmica. Nice. Oh. Alright. I'm not sure how to play Horla or what team she should be using. Lady Colette, this is Cité will forever remain loyal to you. Move, you're blocking my way. Miss Colette, look over here. Those squares packed all of Cité's citizens have gathered here. From above, it looks like a writhing, massive black mass. What an inspiring scene, wouldn't you say? Colette, dressed in her finest, stands on the grand stage, elegantly waving down. Behind her, a black cage of unknown material confines you and Horla hanging backstage. Under the crowd's gaze, Horla finds herself curled up beneath the parchment, trembling uncontrollably. Horla's fine, they're just figures from the poem, so don't worry. This cage must be a product of disillusion. Buy me some time and I'll find a way out soon. I forgot you're still so shy, Horla. Horla slowly peeked up from under the parchment. Colette, I have read the letter you wrote to Herbert. I'd really like to hear how you plan to persuade me at this moment. I'm not trying to persuade you, I understand why you're doing this. What? For fame and power, sacrificing me, sacrificing poetry, sacrificing Cité, all of this I can understand. I love writing poetry, Colette. I try to listen to the voices of all people and things. You're my best friend, how could I not hear your heart? But after disillusion spreads, this garden will be erased from everyone's memory. All that has happened here, the happy and sad days spent together, can you really just let it all go? Colette paused for a moment, then burst into laughter. Her laughter grew louder and louder, almost causing her to forget to maintain her noble demeanor. I thought you wanted to say something to me. Cité has so many people whose lives I don't care about. Do you think I care about a measly garden? She took a deep breath and straightened herself up. Well, you've been popular since you were young. Even though I'm the one who worked hard to support us, people always praised you. You possess remarkable talent, but so what? There are some truths you will never comprehend. Poetry, emotion, memories, morals, all just burdens. Only power and fame are truly eternal. Well said, Lady Colette. The square erupts in applause and cheers, drowning you in a wave of sound. Give me a sec. Listen, Orla, hear the voice of the city people. In this world, poetry holds no meaning. In another world, it is the same. So that's what you think. I understand, Colette. To be honest, I'm really glad that you could come here. At the most crucial stage of my life, you have once again become my witness. She raises her arms. In the square, everyone knelt down before her. No poetry, no preaching, only imagined fanatical worship, only pure power. The earth begins to tremble. You notice the dissolution visibly spreading from the poem's center. Watch, Horla, watch me secure another victory. In a flash of silver light, the cage vanishes and you and Horla fall to the ground. It may have been a mistake to bring me here as a spectator, Miss Colette. It takes a silver key. Even Mr. Herbert is quite envious. But I'm curious, even in a place like this, what can you do even if you manage to escape from the cage? Oh, well, we could just like ruin your whole thing you got going here. Ooh. I'll take the vulnerable one. That sounds fun. There you go. Oh wait, happiness emotion. Ooh. Reload.
深海の精鋭愚か者深海の精鋭隠密が歌いますはい大きい波ザブ深海の精鋭触れる
There we go. I have to go into the mist. There you go. Yeah, the new character I got, it's pretty solid. I would love to like build a whole team around her. I gotta like experiment. Maybe full Aquar team would be good, right? I could like put her, Miriam, a few others too, right? I think her, Miriam, and Tulu, and Murphy. Maybe G Murphy. Yeah, sure, that sounds fun. Ah. Now this monster surge onto the stage. This isn't working. Let's stay close. Let's break through this. Let's break through from this side. But if that's the case, Colette will destroy the place. Now it's not time to hesitate. There are too many monsters. We can't stop Colette. Now, trust me, Horla. Seeing your determined gaze, Horla still doesn't understand your meaning, but she nods. Understand. Sir Keeper, be careful. Nice. Oh wait, it loses all that. Well, fuck. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. We could do.
いえ弾止める
銀の影が道を照らさんことを。
ポコポコ燃えないように深海の精鋭無礼者深海の精鋭歌います愚か者モス流す行け
Oh wait, stacks. Oh.
行け行け モス遊ぶ死の心解き放つ燃えないように隠密がバラの影が滴る血を認めよ
Okay.
ふん部をわきまえなさい隠密が弾止める
Oh wait, shoot, hold on. No, I did it wrong. Fuck, I was supposed to play Tulu first and then whoops. It will, it's fine, it's fine. There we go. Worked out in the end. Sir Keeper, there are too many monsters to handle. This solution is growing larger. If this continues, we will be trapped here. I've heard your conversation when you arrived in Cité looking for reinforcements. I won't give you the chance, Keeper. Under Colette's command, hordes of monsters rush to the exit, completely blocking your way. The opportunity has arrived only once. Oh, what do you mean? Your peripheral vision catches Colette dispatching all the monsters backstage to block your escape route. Around her, the number of monsters has decreased significantly, making it possible for you to attempt something. Breaking through to seek reinforcements is just a ruse. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Restrain her, Horla. You suddenly turn around. Horla pause for a moment, understand your intention, and then charge towards Colette with you. This is it. A giant flower-shaped monster takes form from the vines around the square, blocking Colette's path. Good idea, Keeper, but I won't let any surprises affect my plan. Listen, Horla, this poem is written for you. Alright. Okay, let's do this.
巣をわきまえなさい。隠密が。愚か者。深海の精霊。弾止める。モス流す。いけ。パチャパチャ。
届き者。
私の宝物。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
大胆じゃな。
モス遊ぶ。聞いて。死の心解き放つ。バラの花滴る血は歌のよう。隠密が。燃えないよ。
What the?
世の前にひざまずけ。
Ah.
燃えないよ深海の精霊。聞いて。燃えないよ隠密が。余韻が見えない。行け。愚か者。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
深海の精霊。失せる。 韻律がバラの花滴る血は歌のよ
世の夢の目目覚めて神の国を示せ。
全部バカ
Yeah, she hits really hard, dude. Oh, she actually hits really hard. His surprise attack successfully defeated a monster summoned by Colette. A robe within the poem trembled, revealing a portion of Sitae's true form. But the moment you approach Colette, countless flower vines erupted from the soil around her. The spikes on the vines pierced your bodies, binding you tightly. You got my clothes dirty. You know how much this outfit cost. Colette's anger quickly vanished. She resumed her noble and composed smile. It's alright, it's alright. To confront me in my garden, you must both be brave and foolish. You wasted your last chance to escape the celebration. You'll have to see through it with me. There is. You stand at the edge of the garden plaza. Visible D-rift spread upward from beneath the small building, encompassing the open space in the center of the garden. That is our garden. No, Colette, no. Orla lowered her head. Colette walked up to her, lifted her chin, and directed her gaze towards the center of the garden. You know, Orla, many years ago I watched that great fire start right here. I've transformed this place into a plaza and erected my statue here. See, I understand symbolism too. Watch closely, see it clearly. That is where we live. That is our garden. Soon everything there will disappear. My life truly began the day you died. Today it will once again move towards brilliance. Black rift spreads rapidly. Soon the entire luxurious villa is engulfed. Garden, ashes, doodles, poetry, memories, laughter, oaths, everything has sunk into the endless darkness. Huh? What's wrong with my eyes? Was that heartache just now? Why? A tear slid down Horla's face. Tears fall to the ground like drops into a still lake. Silent ripples spread, brushing past every pale heart in this illusory world. No, this feeling. Colette noticed the change in her emotion. She looked at Horla beside her in surprise. Is this Horla's ability to spread emotions? Her ability might prove useful. I must seize this opportunity. You want to kill me and use the poem to get the life you desire. No matter what you did, I've never hated you, Colette. The Colette I once knew was my best friend, but if you destroy this place, only the current Colette will remain. I can't let the Colette I once knew be erased by you. Look at yourself, Horla. What else can you do besides writing poetry? You're right. Apart from writing poetry, I'm not good at anything else. Sitae, the city of flowers and poems, is our home, but all the roses have withered here, Colette. These roses are the ones you once gave me. Today, I am returning them to you. She takes a step forward. Horla. Sharp thorns tear her clothes and pierce her flesh, but she doesn't care. A massive rose spike pierced her heart. Her blood flowed down the black vine, passing the first branch. The black flowers wither rapidly on the branches. A red rosebud appears, unfrozen blooms. Blood flows along the vines like the veins of leaves, spreading to every corner of the city. Where it passed, the deep darkness faded. It restored color and emotion, flowers and poetry to Sitae. So much pain. Heart feels as if it's been pierced. That's mother, child, my child has been born. As the blood spreads, scenes unfold before people's eyes. It is a newborn rebirth, the mother's lullaby, and the lover's farewell. That was the most precious moment in your lives. Immense pain that Horla endured spread throughout all of Sitae, rippling with her blood. Rose spikes pierce countless hearts, crimson flowers blossom within every one. Colette, you own all of Sitae, yet you still live here, living in the house we once dreamed of, in the garden where we once lived together. You want to save my life? This poem written with life is for you and for the garden. This is a poem written for the garden in spring. Horla, you. Tears washed away her delicate makeup, but she didn't care, letting them leave messy traces on her face. Colette couldn't remember when her tears had started to flow. Past scenes unfold clearly before her. For the first time, she truly understood Horla's poetry. She finally realized what she truly cherished. Not just her, everyone in the city understood Horla's poem. They were moved by Horla's emotions and could not move. It's now. You were well prepared, your powerful spirit power allowing you to break free from Horla's emotions. You break free from the thorns and snatch the poem collection from Colette's hands. Farewell, Cité, in the poems. A flash of silver under intense light, the D mark on the poem evaporates and dissolves rapidly. A sharp pain strikes you, the heavy loss of a spirit power overwhelms you. That spirit collection purge of dissolution turned into a pile of yellowed old drafts, simply clipped together with a basic clip, and fell to the ground. Countless monsters roar, fall to the ground, and gradually revert to human form. Desired fades, emotions return, the foundation of this world crumbles. Colette felt it. She felt the power fading, she felt the defeat approaching, she summoned thorn-like blades and walked towards Horla. Colette, victory. When the old lady's dog passed away, she gave me its name. You were right beside me. This is the dog's name, but I've never changed it. I need to remind myself not to lose again. You're right, I can't forget you, can't forget everything here. I want to win, I just want to win. What's wrong with wanting to win? Sorry, Horla. Colette sobbed in anguish, slowly approaching Horla. The domain is vanishing, your plan has failed, Colette. Even if you attack her now, it won't change a thing. Struggling to approach Horla, the intense pain immobilized you. The spike extends towards Horla's head. Wait. A rose was cut. Colette took it and handed it to Horla. Fine poem, Horla. I'll trade my flowers for your poem. Perhaps the domain's dissolution changed to Gardener, or perhaps the Gardener's transformation caused the domain to dissolve. The cité in the poems is gradually disappearing, and the power supporting Colette has also vanished. Her body turned into a pool of black sludge mixed with scattered petals, sinking to the ground in front of Horla. Colette, are you finished reading? I finished reading, but I don't quite understand it. Is that so? This is my first poem, it's not very good. It's not you, Horla, I don't really understand anyone's poetry. I asked many people around me and they couldn't make sense of it either. I don't get it, what's the point of something that no one can comprehend? I think poetry isn't just words or images, it's like a key. A key. Yes, a person's heart is like a box filled with many emotions. This box is locked and these emotions are usually kept inside, hard to take out. Poetry is the key to unlocking this chest. Actually, poetry doesn't need to be understood or even read. Everyone, whether they read poetry or not, sooner or later will find this key at some moment in their life. They'll surely become the best keysmith. Liar, you just said you didn't get it. I don't understand what you're saying, but I trust you, Horla. This poem, The Abode of Roses, is your first piece. From today onward, I will help you treasure all your poems. I'll use pins to keep them together, and when I have money, I'll print a beautiful poetry collection. She extended her hand, which she had kept behind her back. The hands were covered in wounds from thorns, dark and rough, completely unrecognizable as those of a young girl. This is... The new nobles say that Cité is a city of flowers and poetry. A good poem can earn you a bouquet of roses. The roses bloom today, not many, and all were used to pay the rent and land lease. But while they weren't paying attention, I secretly kept a flower. That scarred hand presented a slightly damaged yet still vividly red rose to Horla. A fine poem, Horla. In the future, I'll trade my flowers for your poems. Ah. Lingering scent. This was actually a pretty nice story. I really like this. We get to see some backstory for Horla. Miss Nymphea. Miss Hana, you've come to see me again. Well, I'm glad to see you too. I have an urgent matter to ask you about. I don't know where Horla is. How is that possible? She's been back for a whole day and still hasn't contacted you. Could rumors about the two of you not getting along be true? Is it due to mutual disdain among literature enthusiasts, or have you turned into romantic rivals? I have some matters to attend to, please excuse me. Hey, Miss Nymphea. Anna. Wait a moment, Keeper. I urgently need to see Miss Nymphea. This could very well be headline news. Orla sent me to find you. Huh? And I came to a sudden stop. She asked me to give this to you. The Abode of Roses by Horla Colette. This is Horla's poem and a new pen name too. She asked me to pass on the message that if you think it's good, so to please help her publish it. And no problem. It doesn't matter if the poem is good or not, as long as it generates some buzz. Also, Keeper, is Horla willing to accept my exclusive interview? Just quietly take me to see her and be too greedy and you might not even get that poem published. Oh. I gave the poem to Hannah. Once told me that the poems didn't bring misfortune, but I couldn't believe it. Only after this did I truly come to understand. Thank you, Sir Keeper. You can save these words for when Hannah interviews you. Oh no, I still don't dare to talk to others, but I'll adjust gradually. Just kidding, I've already declined her on your behalf. Orla lets out a deep sigh you approach her. You know, even if Hannah publishes that poem, few people would actually care. What people really care about is the stories and topics surrounding the collection of poems. I know, Sir Keeper. Even in a city like Sete, there are very few true poetry readers. And you don't mind that. For Colette, this is the best way to pay tribute. As for the poem itself, she plucked a petal from a rose above her eye and brought it to her nose. In Sete, even where flowers are not visible, their fragrance fills the air. Poetry, like flowers, doesn't always need to be seen. She turned her head and smiled at you. Sir Keeper, do you believe in that too? Few in Sete read poetry, but I believe roses have long since bloomed in their hearts. She raised her hand, crimson petals drifted gracefully away from her palm. The wind carries the scent of roses as if blowing from Sete decades ago. This was a nice story. I really like this one. Army Archive, Rose's Abode. This was a really nice story. I really like this. We also got some insight from Horla's, right? Horla's past. She's one of the 4 poetry that haven't been chosen recent. Oh, okay. This is a nice story. How much more we got? We got Riker and Helot Katana. Alrighty, not a problem. And we still got a whole bunch of stuff here. We got to do Wanda's. I got to unlock Goliath's, Toulouse, Corpos, Liz. We got to do Kathagu, Pikmin, Shu, Vortis. Yeah, re-unlock of it. Ooh, wait, yep. Vortis. There you go. Oh, nice. This was a nice story. I like that story. All right. That's another one done. Ooh. Oh, did I not? Oh, yeah, I have not been doing these things, huh? I should probably do these. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, I will see you all Monday because it's the weekend tomorrow. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream and I will see you all later. Bye.